Alright guys, here we are looking at this beautiful Ford Kuga. It is a 2014 model, but it is the top of the range, so you get all the bells and whistles that you would absolutely love in your Ford Kuga. Now starting off on the right hand side here, we've got these not even on the right hand side, on the front of the vehicle, we've got this very large, sleek wraparound headlights with the DRLs built in there just for that little bit of elegance. Being the top of the range, elegance is key. Now we've got the headlight washers in the bumper built in as well. If your headlights get a bit dusty, it'll pop out and wash your headlights for you. Just below this beautiful black grille here, we've got our indicator and fog light. So in foggy conditions, you will have the extra visibility as well. They've got color match parking sensors at the front, so you've got no excuse if you hit something in front of you, because your car's going to absolutely warn you before you get to that point. If we move along to the first alloy wheel here, you will see that the wheel itself is in incredible condition. Now the tire does look a little dirty, but I can assure you that's a glue from this brand new tire when they installed it. It's got this lovely chrome accent here on the side. It is not a functional vent, but it just adds to the whole aesthetic of the vehicle and just gives it a bit more of a luxury feel. Now the color matched door handles and side mirrors here do add once again to the aesthetic of the vehicle, and your indicators are built into the side to give everyone around you a very clear indication of when you want to turn or merge. Now the car is fully keyless, so keyless entry, keyless ignition. This touchpad here locks and unlocks the vehicle. Now because the car is on to show you the DRLs, I can't actually lock and unlock it for you, but I can assure you it works like a charm. You never have to take your keys out of your pocket. Now the back windows on this vehicle are actually privacy glass, but if you want to tint the front as well, we can actually provide you the darkest legal tint. Call us, discuss the price of that, and they will put a clear tint on the back, which just stops the UV rays all around the car as well. Now this side of the car, as you can see, presents an incredible condition. Being white, you won't really see many marks and scratches, but I can assure you there is nothing I can actually see with my physical eyes either. The fuel filler cap is on the back of the car here, and it does lock when the car itself is locked, so no one will be able to steal your fuel. And the back wheel, again guys, in incredible condition and plenty of tread left on that tire as well. Alright, if we move around the back here, we've got these lovely sleek tail lights that just wrap around and give everyone around you a very clear indication of when you want to turn or merge. And this rear tailgate has a washer and wiper right here. Then we've got the Kuga and titanium badges and the EcoBoost all-wheel drive, ensuring you that you have maximum traction and control being all-wheel drive, and the economy of EcoBoost. That's my favorite part about this vehicle. I'm about to show you, it does have an electronic tailgate. The button is just under here. All you have to do is press that, and the tailgate just opens itself. Guys, look at all this storage space. There is so much space in the back of this car, and you get a cargo blind here if you want to hide whatever you're storing in the back. Now lifting this up, you can see there is a space saver spare that has never been used, which is always a good sign. You've got your tools on the left hand side as well. Alright, closing this back up is just as simple as pressing that little button just up there, and the tailgate will just close and lock itself. Now I've got rear parking sensors and a camera on this model as well, so guys, you're covered from all angles when you're trying to park. Alright, back wheel here, once again plenty of tread in the tire, and the wheel itself does have one minor scratch on it, but nothing too inconsistent with the actual age of the vehicle itself. Once again guys, this side of the vehicle in incredible condition. It's something you need to come and see for yourself. And the front wheel here, being the one that's the most often scratched, being the hardest for the driver to see, does actually have a couple of minor scratches on it, but once again guys, nothing inconsistent with the actual age of the vehicle itself. What we'll do now is open the bonnet and have a look at the engine. Alright guys, here we are looking at the engine of this Ford Kuga Titanium. That is a 4-cylinder 1.6 litre turbo petrol engine. It is EcoBoost, so that turbo is just there to save you a little bit of extra fuel and maintain the actual power output of the vehicle. It does have a 5-star ANCAP safety rating with 7 cabin airbags, power output of 134 kilowatts and 240 newton meters of torque. It is a 6-speed sports automatic with a 60-litre fuel capacity, and being a turbo vehicle, you're going to want to run it on 95 fuel, which is the recommended fuel for it. I wouldn't put anything less in a turbo vehicle. Its fuel consumption is about 8 liters per 100, and depending on your driving style, guys, if you've got a heavy foot, these figures probably aren't going to be accurate, but you can get an average fuel distance of 750 kilometers for a full tank. Hey guys, here we are inside this beautiful Ford Kuga Titanium. Starting off in the driver's side door here, we have all our power window controls. The front and rears are all automatic up and down, so it makes your life a lot easier. Then above that, we've got our power mirror controls, and it is a toggle that lets you adjust the angle of the steering wheel, of the mirrors. And above that, there's a little button which you may not know what it does, but it helps you fold your mirrors in, just in case you park at a shopping center and you're scared you're going to get hit. Now, on the right hand side here, you will notice it's got the dimmer for the cluster, as well as your front and rear fog light settings and your headlight settings. Now, the air vents in this car, I will point out, are huge, and the reason for that is it circulates the air around the cabin so perfectly, and keeps even the back seat passengers very nicely at a very comfortable temperature, I should say. On the right hand side, we've got our indicator, and on the left, all our washers and wiper settings. Now, in the actual middle screen, we've got a digital display right in the middle of that very sporty cluster, and you can switch through what you see there with the menu button on the left hand side of your steering wheel. On the right hand side, we have all our media settings, including your voice control. Below that, we've got all our cruise control and speed limiter settings. And guys, this steering wheel is designed very nicely. It is a driver's car, and it is designed for the optimal grip, so you can actually just stick your thumbs in there and it is comfortable to hold at that position, or even up here. It's got these nice palm rests if that is where you prefer to hold your steering wheel, or guys, if you drive like me, just hold it down here and cruise. It's up to you. I wouldn't recommend this, that's not safe, but do it anyway. Moving on into the middle of the vehicle, we've got all our the little screen that shows you your radio settings. Now, that has AM, FM radio, AUX, Bluetooth, and USB, so plenty of audio options. And guys, if you're old school and you like your CDs, it does have a CD port as well, sponsored by Sony, right in the middle there. All these hard buttons control your control what you see in there, and while we've got the camera pointed at that screen, I'm just going to show you the reverse camera. Now, plenty of visibility there. You've got your parking sensors up in the left corner, and you can see the actual rear bumper with a guide pilot line as well, so you have no excuse if you hit anything behind you. That just means you're a bad driver. Alright, moving on down into the middle here, we have our climate control settings. It is auto. You can just set auto and select the temperature, and the car will just regulate the temperature itself. There's a nice sporty shifter in the middle here. You can bring it down to drive, and if you want a little bit extra power, you want to use that turbo, bring it down into sport, and you can shift through the gears manually with the selector on the right hand side of the shifter. Now, below that, we've got our heated front seats with a 12-volt socket right between there, and 2 keys, so you're going to save a lot of money and you don't need to pay for a spare key. Now, these nicely sized cup holders have grips around them as well, just to hold your cup in. We've got a hard handbrake, and this center console, which has a magnetic lock, has plenty of storage space in there with your USB and AUX points. Now, if we look just above us, I will show you the incredible sunroof this vehicle has. It is a panoramic sunroof with all the settings just here. You can actually just close the blinds with this button. It is an automatic blind, so you just press it and it'll close to halfway. And once the actual top is closed, it will close the rest of the way. Now, it's got a button here that lets you tilt the sunroof as well if you want, and a a sunglass storage. Now, something unique about this vehicle in the back seat, when the camera points to it, there is food trays there. So if you've got kids in the back seat and you're scared they're going to spill their food everywhere, just flip that up and they can just put their food on there. It's got air cons in the back seat as well, just to keep the rear passengers cool. Now, while the camera actually pans around the vehicle to show you the incredible condition it is in, I'm just going to quickly get out the service book. Alright, So the service book in this vehicle has actually been serviced incredibly well, all the way up to when we got it into our stock and did an intimate service here at Berwick Mitsubishi. What we're going to do now, guys, is jump outside and wrap up the video. Alright guys, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch the walk around video, and once again the stunning 2014 Ford Kuga. Now, being 2014 is actually out of new car warranty. We do give you 3 months start warranty, but after that you're going to want to protect yourself. So make the most of our premium mechanical protection plan. Now that is just a little bit extra if you're financing. If you want to know the actual price of it, give us a call. What it covers you on is 181 parts for 5 years or 200,000 kilometers on the clock, whichever comes first. Now that is your next best thing to new car warranty, and it's something you're going to want to take up. And it also gives you 10 years of platinum roadside assistance, so the highest level of roadside assistance. If you want to hear more about that plan, or come and suss out this car for yourself, take it for a test drive, see that it is the perfect family car for you, give us a call on 9907 0555. My name is Josh, and have a great day.